Tim Young joins us on a Tuesday morning. He wants to talk about Neighbours. And that's got me wondering about what's gone wrong. Tim, good morning.
G'day, sir. No, excuse me, nothing's gone wrong. Everything's fine, thank you. Yes, everything's good.
Okay, all right.
I appreciate your concern. To give you what you want, I tell you one. Do you want to know one thing I am sick of?
Sure.
Those Facebook challenges. I've had enough.
Which sort of Facebook challenges?
Or name 10 albums that have had an impact on you, or give you 10 photos. What? Just stop. Just stop. Just isolate properly and don't test the people with your self-indulgent carry on.
Is this because no one's invited you to take part in the challenge, Tim?
Perhaps.
Right. Okay.
No, I have been a couple of times and I've roundly ignored it.
You're a bit of a party pooper, really, aren't you?
Oh, come on. We all got bigger fish to fry than doing that.
Yeah. All right. Couldn't find your albums, huh?
That's right. I don't have it. It's all on Spotify. I couldn't be bothered downloading the album art.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm interested. Did you try any of the conversation stuff from last week?
Did I try any of it?
Yeah,
I tried it with my children, mostly, because that's who I'm seeing mostly, other than people in the office.
Yep.
You know, I'm either here or there.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at the dinner table, and I did say to my eldest, I said, James, you're looking more centred these days.
And his response was?
Nothing. Just ignored me. This is like, here goes Dad again on another weird tangent that I don't understand. So I'll just pretend it didn't happen, and hopefully he'll go away.
Love it.
That's pretty much what happened too.
How good is quality family time?
Well, quality family time is great.
Been trying to sell walks to toddlers. That's been hard.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go for a walk. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's right. So we've had to sell things like Adventure Gully and the Bear Hunt Walk.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them involve being quiet so that you can possibly see fairies and stuff like that. So, no, it's got to be quiet, otherwise they won't come out.
Right, okay, all right.
So
now, let's talk about Neighbours. Have you been handing your freshly baked sourdough over the fence to improve relationships?
That's another trend that can go away. Everyone's baking sourdough as well. Come on. And then putting pictures of it on social media. But look, I posed myself some questions for this one. So the first one is, what makes a good neighbour?
Okay.
All right? So I think a good neighbour, and it sort of goes back to what we were saying, is someone who's good at small talk, but nothing more. I don't want to scratch below the surface. I just want the usual conditioned response of, how are you going today? Yeah, good. Lovely day for it, isn't it? And that's it. That's all I want from my neighbours.
Can I just stop you there?
Go on.
Can I ask, what is it?
Sorry?
What is it? It's a lovely day for it. Yes,
well,
it is. What is it?
It could be anything. Could be anything. I take great joy in walking past people doing work when I'm at work in the pouring rain and saying, lovely day for it. And then they usually swear at me and I walk off again. So it could be anything. I think
Or like me, they're just left wondering what it is.
That's right. And it's part of the mystery, you know. It's part of the fun.
Oh.
So, usually I do it when I'm passing someone walking. And so it is the walking, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
So, now, on with what makes a good neighbour.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to love earphones. So that I don't have to hear their loud music.
Okay, yep. All right, good. Yes.
It'd be great if they had quiet dogs.
Yes.
So you're probably it's starting to paint a picture of why I wrote this.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, they enjoy mowing their lawn at regular hours. Sort of after 9, after 10 o'clock during the day.
As opposed to when, potentially?
Well, very early Sunday morning.
Right. Define very early, because my very early is probably different to your very early.
It is. Let's say I think the earliest we went was about 6:30.
That's all right. That's late.
You're happy with that on a Sunday?
Well, I wouldn't do it.
No.
But it wouldn't bother me if somebody else did.
It wouldn't?
No. Well, see,
okay.
I've been up for hours by then, so that's fine.
Well, so when you're not going to work, what's a normal getting up time?
About 4 o'clock.
Yeah, geez, that's rough, isn't it? That's a lot of European golf when it's on, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So basically, if you don't know they exist, they're a great neighbour, or if they're willing to babysit your kids for free. They're great neighbours. So
That's also a good neighbour. Okay.
one extreme to the other. So, and like you said, look, the current situation means we all have to spend more time interacting or at least being next to our neighbours. So, and much like I spoke about with relationships, I suppose this whole virus lockdown is going to precipitate change in a relationship in one way or another, isn't it? A bit like you said in the preamble. It's either going to make you love your neighbours or it's going to make you not so much love your neighbours. So, we start to see the chinks. So one of the good things are they're not our direct neighbours, but they're sort of over the back fence one away. And because they can't now receive visitors, they've stopped having parties around the bonfire every night, which has been lovely. So it must get boring to drink cheap, large bourbon cans by yourself because they're not doing it very much anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Do you reckon any of your neighbours are up early listening to the radio, Tim?
I wouldn't have thought that was quite our demographic, to be honest, but perhaps.
Okay, perhaps. I'm just wondering now if on Sunday morning at 6:15 perhaps the lawnmower will start. Or the parties over the back will resume now because they realise you miss it.
That's right. They'll come up with a roster where the person will have the party until 5:30 and then the other person will start mowing the lawns.
Yeah.
And they'll park their dogs out the front of their house, so they bark at our dogs and all the dogs are barking. And,
they'll start their own little suburban Facebook group called We'll Show Him.
That's right. That's right. Luckily, my address remains a mystery. Look, on a positive note, though, I've got to, light and shade, peaks and troughs. So the other day, the neighbour who's next door, who is good because I don't even know his name, a dog followed him home. Not his dog, obviously. A stray dog followed him home. And to his credit, he put a lead on that dog and walked it around the neighbourhood trying to find the owner. So I thought that spoke volumes of the bloke. So I was pretty impressed by that. So, something nice and positive.
So after you've seen your neighbour do this positive thing, trying to find the home for the puppy, you still don't know his name. You didn't think, there's a person I would like to know.
Well, I've lived next door to the bloke for nearly 4 years now, and if I haven't learned his name now, it'd be bad manners to go, sorry, dude, what's your name? I'm so sorry. All these years.
Just sneak out, go through his letterbox. You'll work it out pretty quickly.
Well, it's harder in isolation because you know the old trick, you need a third person to introduce them to?
Yep.
So I can't do that at the moment, can I? So I'm a bit stuck.
True.
So, can we just have, look, I know we're getting towards anniversaries and stuff.
Yes.
Can I just vote for 4 minutes of silence?
No.
Well, they're all a bit grim, aren't they?
Look, it's been a bit that way lately. It has been a bit that way. There haven't been a lot of exciting choices for the anniversary track in the last, I reckon, about 4 or 5 days. And I'm hoping things improve later this week.
Can I make a suggestion that if you put on a song and said it was their birthday, bar mitzvah, they died on this day, whatever, most of us wouldn't know. So how about just having some good songs and put them on?
Yeah, but Tim, somebody would. That's the thing. Somebody listening to the ABC always knows what's real and what's not. And
that's so true, isn't it?
They're very quick to tell us. So
I'll bet they are. I wonder how the Apostrophe Appreciation Society is going these days.
I'm sure they're in lockdown like the rest of us. All right, Tim, off to work. Thank you, sir.
No, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
See ya. Tim Young, local comedian, talking about neighbours and good neighbours. Earbuds, not loudspeakers. Quiet dogs, no early mowing, free babysitting. That's on his list.